So in this video, I will perform lab number 5, task number 4. So this is my name and my CW ID. This is my name and my CW ID. So we're gonna perform lab number 5, task number 4. So in order to do that, we have to roll two numbers between 1 and 18. So we're gonna roll two numbers, right? So roll number 1 is 3. I'm gonna put it here. 3. And then roll number 2, 15. So 3 and 15. So we're going to go to the MPLAB IDE. This is the project task 4, and this is the assembly language task 4. So we're going to check on our code first if it's build succeeded or not. Okay, it says build succeeded. And we're gonna go over line number 3, okay? So line number 3, we're gonna go to line number 3. All right, so here, line number 3, it says move this 0x1 to w1. So what's going on here is we can see by the this line, if we want to know what's inside of the W1, which is line number 3, we go to line number 4 because here it's still saying working register 1 is 0. So in order to know what's going on in line number 3, we have to go line number 4 first. So we're gonna step over to line number 4. Okay, so after we go line number 4, we can see from the watch, it's changing, the working register 1 changing to 1, which is as it should be. So this line green thing, it's pointing to line number 4. So we're not going to talk about line number 4. We're going to talk about line number 3, which is this one. So move word 0x1 to 0x002. So what does that mean? So W1 is a 16-bit. So because we say in here, this one, so sorry. Since we talk about it here, move, it's not saying move the B. So if it's not saying move the B, it's basically saying move the 16 bits to 16 bits. So it's if it's like line number 2, it says move the B. It will saying here move the B because line number 3 doesn't say it. It says here move word. So 0x1 to address 0x0002. Okay. So we can see it from the watch here. Working register 1, which is this address 0x0002. This is the exact same thing. 0002. So this is not the value. The value is this one, the red one, 0x0001, which is what it should be, 0x1 here, because it's 16 bits, it will becoming 0001, right? So we can see from the special function registers as well. We can see that it's changing. The red here saying, hey, there's something changing here. So exact same thing. This is the address, and we can see it here. This is the address 0002 address, which is special function register's name is working register 1. The value is 0x0001, right? So 0001 is not the address. 0001 is the value. So it's basically saying, hey, move this thing to this address. So it's not saying move this to replace this. No, it's saying move this thing to inside of what's going on in address 2. In address 0x0002. And we know from here this address 0002, the symbol that we use is working register 1, right? So we we store 0001 inside of the working register 1, which is the W1. All right, and then we're gonna go to the file registers to see what's going on here. It says address 0002, right? So we're gonna see what's inside of address 0002. So it says here, this is red as well, right? It's basically saying, hey, there's something changing here, which is saying the inside of 0002 address is 0001, which is what it should be, 0x1. All right, so move this to be inside of this address, not to replace it, no. Inside of the address, which is the working register 1, this is the value, this is the address, this is the value, this is the address, this is the value, right? And we're gonna go to line number 15, right? Again, in order to know what's going on in line number 15, we gotta go to line number 16 because that's what it is. Like, we have to proceed what's going on in line number 15. All right. This is line number 13, line number 14, line number 15. We're gonna go to line number 16 because here it's the W1 still 1. It's not changing anything because we haven't proceed what's going on in line number 15. So we gotta go line number 16. See, it's changing. So the red, right? It's changing to red because it's something changing. So what does that mean? Add hashtag 0x2 W1. What does this mean? So it's basically saying add the value inside of W1 with 0x2. So it's not add this thing purely. No, it's saying add something that inside of W1, which is the value of W1, with this value. This is the value. This is the working register. So we can see from this area. Okay, we're gonna go to program memory. Again, this green thing, point this green thing, it's to line number 16. But this one is line number 15. So add word. Again, we're using the W, not the B. We're using the W because it doesn't say add.b. It's just saying add, which is the word, with hashtag 0x2 inside of this address. So 0x0002. Again, we add this thing inside of this address. We can go to watch. So watch address 002 working register 1 become 0003. Why is that? Why is this become 0003? Well, the initial one that we just discussed in line number, what was that? Line number 3, it was 0001. And it's saying add 0001 with 0002, which is becoming 003. It's basically add 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. This is so simple. It become working register 1. The value of what's inside of this address is becoming 0x0003, right? Again, we can see by the address, we're going to file registers. What's inside of this 0002 address? 0003. It's becoming red because there's something changing here. 003, why is that? Because we add what's inside of the W1. W1, it was 0x1. Add with 0x2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And we can see from the special function registers as well. This address, which is from this W0002, this is the function registers. Working register number 1. We can go here, working register 1. This is the special function register. And this is the same address. 0002, 0002, 0002, here 0002. So 0002 with a working register 1 for the special function register, which is saying here, become 0003. And it says, and it's saying red as well, right? It's showing the red, it's showing the red, it's showing the red, because there's something changing here. The value of what's inside of the working register 1 special function register, or what's inside of 0002 address becoming this value 0003 hexadecimal. So hex, which is 0x, this is 0x 0003. So we know W1, inside of W1, add this thing. So inside of W1, add this thing. Inside of the address 002, add this thing. Again, we're going to address the same address, working register 1, 003. This is 002, becoming 003. And then working register 1, still the same address, all the same address, 0002, 0002, 0002, and 002, all the same address, all become the same value because it's adding 1 plus 2. So that's it for my explanation for line number 3 and 15 for the lab number 5, task number 4. And this is again my name and my CWID. I can't showing always because when I click somewhere else, it keeps disappearing. So yeah, I'm just gonna show it at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video. So that's it for my video.